Hello everybody, and welcome to the final episode of making Colossus. This has definitely been the shortest recreation that I have ever done. Not too sure why that is, and I definitely haven't rushed it because I hate doing that. The outcome just never looks good when you rush things. But I can safely say that Colossus will be releasing next week. I'm only saying that because I haven't fully finished it yet. I've still got more foliage to do, but you've seen that before and I'm not going to show it again, so I'm just going to do that off camera. Like I said before, I've done all of the supports off camera too. I think I've still got to finish the ones off for the Cobra roll, but that's about it. At the moment you can see me building Colossus hot dogs, I believe it's called, and I'm using these wooden pillars. The ones that can go down to 1 meters. I don't know why Frontier do it like that, because why does everything have to be 2 meters? Same for like fences and paths. Most of the time in real life, queues aren't 2 meters wide, and it's a bit ridiculous how Frontier have only limited it to that. I could probably go on all day about what Frontier have just done a bit weird in this game. But I'm not going to do that because that's not probably what you want to watch. But yeah, I've decided to use these other TMTK pieces because the piece count would just be ridiculous otherwise. After Tidal Wave, I've just realised that you don't need a ton of pieces to get a good amount of detail. Most of the time, not many people are going to notice all of the tiny little details that you put in anyway. So. Makes me wonder why I put so much effort into these if somebody's just gonna come here, go on the world and only walk around for 10 minutes and then like come off, but I like doing them so I don't really mind. Speaking of CMTK pieces, these are actually meant to be fences, but I like to use them as the shutters on shops and I think they look alright. They're a bit weird how they react with the light, but have to put up with it. It's Planet Coaster. Lots of things in Planet Coaster are just shiny. That's why I like TMTK pieces so much, because they are matte. They don't have any gloss to them. But yeah, just adding a simple roof to that, and I believe after this, I'm going to be moving right to the other side of Colossus, and I'm going to be doing just bit of rock work here for some reason. I don't know why I've added this in, but there you go. I think I actually changed that as it's meant to be like a. Yeah, I go to do the fence. Trying not to use TMTK pieces here because for some reason my game has been lagging and I'm only like 40,000 pieces so far. It's lagging worse than it was for Tidal Wave. And I figured that was actually those like rock walls that I did in a previous video. I had to remove those because they just made my computer the game did not like those pieces for some reason. So I had to get rid of those, and I'd rather have more performance over that little detail. I've just replaced it with a normal, just a normal concrete wall. I think it still looks fine. It's just I'd rather not have a laggy game. I like to do a little trick here using bamboo as grass because TMTK grass is just way too shiny. I don't like it. I was actually going to use this mound for graveyards, I think. It didn't work because it's just a bit too grey. So I end up using the, what is this? Coconut confectionery pieces. Sometimes they just look a bit weird, but here anyway, they work fine. Now you're about to see me struggle to find a bush that's the right size. I can keep saying this, everything in Planet Coaster is just way too big, and I think I go to make my own. Yeah, well, it's just not nice to watch. I think I do skip this. We're going to move on to the final building that I make. Yeah, this one. I don't know what this is, so if you do know what this is, please tell me in the comments. I think it's related to food, I'm not too sure. All of these buildings near Colossus are just really weirdly shaped. They've got on the corners, a lot of them just have these angled triangular pieces, like this one has. I think behind it there's like area where people can't go, but on street view it's just wide open. I don't know whether that's closed normally, but I just don't really know what this building is. But now that I think of it, I actually still do have a few signs to make. Oh, there are so many signs around Colossus. That shouldn't really take too long. These earpieces I've used everywhere actually. I've used them to make these slants. I've used them to make the station building. I know they're not exactly. All the buildings aren't exactly, the bricks aren't this small, but it's just the closest I'm going to get to it really. But anyway, this is the last thing I do in this video, so I'm going to leave you with some Colossus soundtrack from 2011, and I'll see you on the premiere of Colossus. Goodbye.